I hope that the work that I do in my career will lead to some good things. That if in any small, indirect way it improves the lives of people that I care about, the country and the world overall, then that will be enormously meaningful and satisfying. That, and I say that in all sincerity. Glenn Beck has a higher vision for the legacy of his work. And he not only has a vision, he has a prediction. Last Thursday on his show, Glenn Beck looking a little ragged, has a prediction about not just his audience, but how the future of the world will judge his audience. Never mind about him. Of course, it's about them.
You're going to have to be the leader. It's a huge responsibility. But it's good. It's good. If you believe, how many people believe in the eternal life? Okay? Do you know how many people have lived and just survived in history? How many people have lived and have not been given the big opportunity to step up and really be a person that returns home with honor? How many people just went along in their life and they didn't have anything big or catastrophic really happening, so they had a chance to be an honorable person and live a decent life? They will build statues of people from these days someday. They may be of our children. Historians will read about us. Not everybody has that opportunity. That's a glorious opportunity given to us.
I wonder if they make a statue of Glenn Beck if he'll have a stronger jawline.
I think it's Casual Thursdays at the Blaze.
You know, I have to say, though, he is really good at that. Yeah. Like, if there is a white trash Oprah, I mean, and I apologize for using that phrase, but I can't. I mean, you know, Glenn Beck could have done so much more in his career if he just had not totally gone into the paranoid, deranged, racist route.
Every time I write a description for one of his clips on YouTube, it's basically the same, you know, as we follow Glenn Beck's descent into madness. And it's really getting to the point where I feel guilty watching it. That was really, he's sick.
But he's still hustling.
Yeah, he's a master broadcaster.
That's the thing about him is he's such a. It's like
yeah. I mean, it's like he might be a master broadcaster because he's been doing all of this for so long. But I mean, he's saying that to an audience, and he has his chalkboard, and he's obviously gained weight. Even since the last clip I did, he looks bloated and weird, and there's something wrong, and it's just very. I feel guilty, like we shouldn't be watching it.
It does remind me though, like
but we are going to keep watching.
His changes of
yes, I know we are.
Yeah, just so the audience isn't worried. I'm just saying it for them.
Out of all of like the right wing radio personalities, I stop and I'm like, holy crap, your changes, your mood changes just within a segment of like be like laughing with his buddies and saying like actually racist things.
Oh yeah.
And then just get very deep down. I'm like, you know what? We got to build this. There's going to be a way forward, but it's going to be down to us.
It's Bonhoeffer.
And it's crazy how good he is at it. It's scary.
This is what I'm saying. And Matt has told me maybe not to say it, but I think that there is something actually going on. Whereas with Alex Jones, he's just, you know, completely out of his mind.
There's a lot going on.
Off the chain all the time.
Can't take.
It's pretty steady. Glenn Beck, you know, you got to wonder.
I think the thing with Glenn Beck is he's actually somewhat sincere, and he doesn't have like long enough horizons to realize when he's being dumb in the moment, but he always realizes it like a month or so later and apologizes and like, okay, now I'm on the straight road. And where Alex Jones is like, he knows what he's doing.
Alex Jones is self-aware and plans what he's going to say. I mean, that's disturbing in and of itself, but he's doing what he's doing on purpose. Glenn Beck, I'm worried. I worry.
John Ronson told the funniest story. John Ronson's a guy, I think he wrote, his new book is, I think, So You've Been Shamed or Publicly Shamed. And he's also a guy who used to do a lot of stuff in like the conspiracy theory universe.
Yeah, the book Them, Adventures with Extremists is very, very good. His best book, I think.
So he basically snuck into the meeting at Bohemian Grove with Alex Jones several years ago. And what was funny was that, you know, his impression of this meeting was like, yeah, this is definitely like a social networking event for the world's ultra elite. And they do actually have bizarre ceremonies, and it is actually incredibly weird. And it's a, you know, there wasn't any human sacrifices. But it was like he went in with Alex Jones and he was kind of saying like, if you had that tint and you wanted it to be that, like the secret satanic gathering, it could be that. And the funniest thing was that when they got there, they were trying to figure out how to sneak in. And so they went to this local lawyer who I guess had snuck in before. And this was what was so funny about the event, because the guy said, look, like, actually, yes, if you go from like, you know, try to sneak in through like the side bushes or whatever, you might get shot because there's a lot of security there, because the amount of sort of wealth and power at this gathering is real and there's security. On the other hand, if you just go to like Eddie Bauer and you get on some like mediocre, you know, professional dress shirt and just walk in, you can probably sneak in no problem. That's how I snuck in. That's how the lawyer snuck in. So Ronson basically goes with his guy, and you know, they get their shirts and blah, blah, blah. Alex Jones and his guy get ready, but instead of just like getting the outfits, they sit around and they do like these weird, like stereotypical gay voices. And they're just like, the future is a nanotech. It's just like their version of getting into character to go to the meeting. It was pretty hysterical.
Hey folks, Sam Seder here. I just got back from a company-wide meeting. Accounting is really coming down on me hard. We need to get to 100,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please enjoy this channel. Subscribe right down there.